Howdy, welcome back. This is episode 7 of Mycelium Obliteration Squad, the Dungeons & Dragons campaign here at Red Digital Studios. I'm your host, I'm Nolan, and I'm joined by...
I'm
Isaiah.
Sam. You go.
I'm Isaiah.
I'm Sam.
I'm Thomas.
And I'm Icarus.
Last week, the gang got on a train and rode that train to the dark, scary, evil wizard tower, which they are now. But along the way, they met a brand new friend, Mythicus, to replace their dear friend Avery, who died only a day ago, and now someone else is sitting in their seat, so they couldn't have cared that much. They settled a family feud between two gangs, the Red Herring Gang and the Wild Goose Boys. That was really fun. I said a bad word as a fish, so that was, every actor's dream. And now we are here getting off the train in the plane of the dark, scary, evil wizard tower.
They got trains and planes? Crazy.
I think you just meant like a field.
We're killing Icarus
I
again.
was going to say, I think I'm pushing it.
Myth didn't last long.
Myth is going to be the first to die again.
Anyway, you guys step off the train and you feel it before you can see it. There's a sort of darkness, a pit in all of your stomachs, but especially in yours, Red. You look out across the plain, and it's still a very fair distance away. Of course, they wouldn't have a train station right at the doorstep of this tower. That would be terrible PR nightmare for the train system. You see it, it's miles away, but as if it's still very close, or a mile away, but it still feels very close. The grass is a dark, almost singed green. It looks aged, and the trees don't have very many leaves. You should know that it is around a springtime, but the leaves look as if they are frail and ready to fall already. What do you guys want to do?
I'm assuming just start walking.
Okay, yeah, if you want to just start walking.
I'm going to stay behind.
Not exactly looking forward to this, but
I'm staying behind her, Red, the whole time. He's going first.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm also going to just
You too.
kind of I'm gonna stand beside Red and also just be like, I know I've been here before, but there's really no way to plan for this. Each time it was different, so I'm gonna stick beside you, but there's
So you guys,
no way I can
You've been
help.
here before?
Yeah, this one's
Unfortunately.
supposed to be our tour guide.
Oh. So, and you say it was different every time. Like, in what way? What does that mean?
It's better to just see it.
Oh.
Is it better?
Okay.
It's much
Yeah.
worse to actually just see it.
Or is it just more
It's-
immersive to
I
see
think-
it in
It's just
person?
immersive.
You know,
Party
you guys brought me
experience.
out here.
Listen,
So, this is what you guys wanted, right? Was adventure.
Does he normally fill you with this much dread?
yeah,
And ominous
a little bit.
tales
Not
of
until
our
a couple
fortune?
days ago.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, Scary Evil Wizard Tower.
Let's go.
I'm excited. I think this will be fine.
I'm so happy for you.
So this is going to be about like a 15-20 minute walk. Is there anything else that you guys would like to say to each other before you get there?
That's a fast mile.
I don't know. I feel like it shouldn't take that long to walk a mile.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If you guys are walking with purpose.
Some of us have difficulties.
Okay.
He is
Different
old.
bodies.
He is old.
That's
a little.
true.
Some of us have
Old at the
shorter
ripe
legs.
age of what, like 30?
Would
Did
you
we
know?
establish it was like 30?
I mean, if you think
I
I
was
look
like
30, I'm not gonna correct you.
Found out that my character's age. I looked it up, and my character's age technically, for Goblin, my character is 12.
Ah.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like a grown adult at 12. They reached adulthood at 8, so.
Up and coming career then.
I don't know, I guess.
Overnight success.
I'm just handsome. I don't know.
It's now a bad time to say I have to pee.
A little bit.
Like really badly.
In real?
In real life.
Oh my god.
I was gonna say, there's. You could go to a tree.
I
Right?
was gonna say, go to a
I was
tree.
like, okay. I was like,
No. I'm okay. I'm alright.
Okay. So
I'm
you
locking
guys
in.
lock in. Good. So you guys are heading to the tower. You guys got to go through the forest. There's a path pretty clearly blazed to it, and you get there. You see it it's it's a little bit in front of you. It's about 100 yards, but there's sort of a ring around it in which there is nothing. The grass around it is scorched and blackened. There's no real sign of life. The trees are gone, and the trees covered on the edge of this circle have withered away. There are no leaves, and there are probably never going to be leaves again.
Can I look around and see if there's like a pine cone or acorn or something like that's organic, but like doesn't like die traditionally, I guess.
Of course, roll me a perception check.
14 plus, I believe, a 1. My papers are out of order.
Yeah, that'll
15.
do it. There's sure, yeah, we'll say it's a pine cone.
Okay. I'm gonna pick up said pine cone and like kind of chuck it into that scorched circle just to see if it just immediately gets incinerated.
Yeah, it's funny you would mention that because a large lightning bolt coming from the steeple at the top of the tower comes down and smites that pine cone straight to hell for
That
no
was
reason.
very perceptive. I'm glad you did that.
I had a feeling something like that might happen.
Okay, so that's a problem.
Anton, you got any more of those coins?
Anton has a banana
Yeah.
peel.
I have a banana peel. I mean, I was gonna save it, but
Okay.
You know,
Well, I was gonna test and see if something metallic would have the same effect.
just be gentle.
What?
With a coin?
I
No,
think,
not the banana.
don't we have coins?
That's
Did we
right.
be given coins?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, all of you guys
I
have
mean,
coins.
I don't know why you're coming to me. I mean,
That's fair.
Are you
Okay.
gonna
I'm
roll
not
me?
Pull out a
exactly the
coin and
richest
do
here.
the same thing, just to,
Yeah.
to test.
Okay, and a earthen hand comes from the ground, grabs the coin, and descends back down.
Gotcha.
See, the lightning bolt I saw coming, that one I did not.
Well,
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really have anything that can do something about that.
How
like, I
wide
don't have
of a circle?
dispel magic or anything.
Is this the scorched bit?
so coming from the tower at the center, about 40 feet.
Shoot, that's
so
unfortunate.
Big, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty
I think
big.
it's
Just out of the range for
I'm
me to
changing
misty
it.
step inside.
Yeah.
That's
There's probably a reason for that.
Would counterspell work? I don't know.
If you're fast enough.
That's true. Yeah, and you also, I wouldn't know what's coming to hit me.
That's true. But counterspell would be pretty generally effective, I'd say. If you can, this is going to be kind of counterintuitive, but I'm going to have you probably roll a dex save if you do just want to jump in and counterspell real quick.
I'm gonna give you a. Can I? Does the bardic inspiration do anything?
Yeah, bardic inspiration would work. Yeah,
There you go.
What does that do exactly?
it adds a d6. I think it's still a d6.
It should be D8.
Is it a d8 by now?
Yeah, it's a D8 for
Okay,
me.
so a d8 to whatever your roll is going to be.
To the save.
For deck save.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, that's a
Oh,
good roll.
That is, yeah.
That's gonna be 21
21.
plus
Okay.
2, so 23.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
So you step in, very light on your feet and ready to react. Your reflexes are primed. You step into the ring of the bubble, which you would, sort of an invisible bubble at this point, which you have seen destroy everything that has come into it, and you walk in, and immediately nothing happens.
Oh. Gotcha.
I'm just gonna like very cautiously continue taking more steps
Okay.
closer and closer.
I'm not gonna do that.
I'm gonna follow him.
Oh.
I'm
Yeah,
doing it.
Myth
I'm like,
here is gonna.
That was so cool. What did you do? What did you cast?
See, that's the thing, is I was ready to cast a counter spell, but I didn't need to.
Oh. Well, okay. And I just start walking in.
Okay, roll me a dex save.
Okay.
Oh,
I got good dick
Should I? Should I?
Baby of the birds.
Should I? Should I bardic inspo?
Yeah, do you want to do? You want
Yeah,
to do a
you
bardic
also
inspiration
have
first?
one.
Okay.
That's
You should be
2.
okay.
That's a 21. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Myth lives another day.
Yeah. A ray of light comes from the steeple at the top of the wizard tower. However, you see it coming, and you step out of the way of it as it hits the grass next to you, further scorching the already scorched grass, which doesn't do much. But hey, you're alive and undamaged.
I don't know.
That didn't happen to you.
I don't know if I can reach in and pull you back because I feel like I also get shot at if I even approach
Yeah.
the circle.
Really, the more
So,
of us-
and can we take like more steps?
I have hold person. Can I hold person and bring it back?
Yeah, go ahead. Take it.
Do you
take
want
another
another
step.
dex save?
I really want you to take another step.
I'll take
yeah, go
a
ahead.
step with you.
You want me to do a dex save?
Yeah, or
Take
both of
some
you stepping
steps?
together?
I'm
Yeah.
not taking
Okay,
Yeah.
are you
steps.
guys like moving together?
I'll say because of that happened, I'm like,
Yeah.
so that wasn't supposed to happen.
Okay, so you
I'm-
are
Yeah.
physically touching.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am
Okay.
also still ready to counterspell.
Got it.
Would that bardic inspiration have gone away if I used it?
No, yes, if you used it, yes.
Okay. I do
it's
believe
on
that
the
I
dex
counted
save,
it. I
Yeah.
probably should have held on to that, but that's okay.
Hey, you didn't know.
Okay.
I also have bardic inspiration, so.
You didn't counter anything.
That's true.
You just did a dex save, but you still added it to your dex
I
save.
did.
You didn't need a dex save.
Okay.
Nothing happened.
Should I hold on to it then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So,
So as you guys move as one, you take another step.
yeah.
Okay. Nothing happens. You guys.
Oh.
Are you feeling like moving into the circle?
How far away are you guys? Like 2 steps?
Not like less than 10 feet, probably.
I figured
okay.
it out. It's him. He's the key.
Yeah.
Can I test this theory?
In
this
what
is
way
a
am
stupid
I a
idea.
key?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hold
Can
my
I
hand.
let go of him?
Absolutely. From a first story window.
I'm like, can I be prepared to make a dex save as well?
Oh yeah, you
Okay.
can get ready. From a first story window, a cannon pokes its head
Yeah.
out.
Okay.
Put your hand back.
Can I like just quickly put my hand back? Is that?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so the cannon's kind of peeking out,
Yeah.
Can
and
I?
it's
Can you like grab my hand?
What? Yeah. Let's hear this first, and then.
okay. So the cannon's kind of peeking out, and then you said you put your hand back on.
Yeah.
Okay, so the cannon starts to kind of slowly back away.
Okay. So I think yeah. So yeah, we just
Yeah,
we just
we're
daisy
gonna
chain. Yeah.
we're
little
just
chain.
reach out and we'll
Yeah.
chain it, you know.
Yeah.
All
Hand
right,
is-
come on,
hand.
boom.
And then
Let's
I'm
go.
Dubiously old man.
really old guy.
I'm not quite convinced on the old man angle, but
Yeah.
come on.
So we're all holding hands.
You guys are
walking.
all holding hands. Are you?
Still taking like one step at a time, ready to.
We're like
counter
1, 2,
anything.
3 step.
Yeah, like
1,
all
2,
of
3
us are
step.
like
Yep.
ready
1,
to
2,
jump.
3
Right.
step.
Right, left, right.
Okay, yeah. So you guys keep walking, and you get to the door. The door is tall, probably about twice your height or 4 times yours,
Yeah.
and it is made of thick, heavy wood. There's a large wrought iron knocker on the door, a ring.
Well, Mr. Key.
Do your
Yeah,
thing, I guess.
got a feeling I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
Okay. So you knock on the door. There is no answer.
Figures. Well, it appears that whoever used to live here is not home. We should probably get away before something falls on us, like an anvil or grand piano in comical fashion.
Or we could just open the door
Yeah. We
and
could
go
try.
inside.
Are you gonna try and open it?
You
No,
can
I'm
try to
telling
open the
you
door.
to try and open
You
it.
do it because it is you're apparently the safe one
I
here.
think you're the prophecy, actually. I've seen no evidence against it thus far, so I think you're
you
the
are
reason we're here,
prophecy.
As it is written.
as it is written. So open the door.
Open the door.
And at this point now, I'm like excited again. I'm like,
Okay, yeah, it's unlocked. Any of you guys could have done that.
oh well,
That's what I
wasn't-
was hoping
I had
for.
nothing
I
to do
wasn't
with
gonna take
him.
any chances.
yeah,
Yeah.
true.
The first floor, the first room, as you enter this tower, you realize that it's not really broken up very well, except for into floors. The entire circular entrance the entire floor is one room, is what I'm trying to get at.
Okay.
It's full of cobwebs. There's some murky spots on the ground. There's a table with a couple candles on it and a
What
cup.
is your problem?
Got glitter on your nose.
I do? How?
Just a singular speck on the side of your.
I
It's
can't
on the
confirm
side.
it. It looks like a
It's
very
just-
small speck.
Can we zoom in on this? Is this real?
It's on the
Yeah.
side of your nose. It's just a
It's like
tiny
right-
speck. Other side.
Right here.
It's like right above your nostril curve.
There's also one on the cheekbone. Now that I'm looking for it,
This is the skin of a killer, I suppose. I don't.
I don't know how it happened. I haven't been near you at all.
It's in the air.
You have a cloud around you is the issue.
Anyway,
Anyway, sorry.
The
It's just,
aura of glitter.
I was trying to
the
hold it in.
fungus
It's okay.
spores
So
are
funny.
just glitter.
Yeah,
coming
the
out.
fungus is actually glitter.
so, okay,
Anyway, sorry.
okay. I'm gonna collect myself here for a moment. On the left side of this room from the entrance, there is a stairway going up, and on the right side, there is a stairway going down.
So naturally, I'm gonna, hand on holster, and I'm not gonna pull out the marshal's law. I'm gonna pull out the stick pistol.
Stick pistol?
That does
Okay.
the magical
I kind of want to go up.
spells and whatnot.
Up.
So what are we doing here exactly? I don't think you guys briefed me on the whole, I didn't get a document,
Scary
with
Wizard
like the
Tower,
quest,
yeah.
the schedule.
Honestly, above table, I don't remember what we're here either. So-
You're looking for
I
the
remember
key.
it's the key.
The key!
But you guys
The
didn't.
key to Anaconda, yeah.
That was it. That was all you guys.
Okay,
told
well,
me.
since
Is the key
you're here, we're looking for keys to the center of the world.
And you guys already have one, right?
I think so.
Can I see the key? I just want to see it.
I'm gonna look at Anton.
Yeah,
We know what happens, so I'm gonna pull it out, and you hold out your hand
Yeah.
and set it in their hand and back away a little bit.
That's crazy.
The familiar red sting of a vow breaker does not occur. No consequence comes to fruition because of Mythicus holding the key.
Okay.
I wish I was here for this,
Now
man.
if I could
Yeah.
get that back now.
Yeah, for sure. I just feel so special now. Woo. There's a key.
And now you
It's
know what to
real.
look for.
So that's
Yeah.
what we're looking for.
Yeah, you don't know the
Well, no, I'm sure I know the
danger, though.
story. Yeah, but I don't know the danger associated with it. It's just like, oh, that's the prophesized key that everyone's talking about. Cool.
I
I'm
would
just not gonna
gotta-
tell you that I was convinced that was just gonna burn straight through your hand.
Yeah, I know you were.
All right, upstairs or downstairs?
I was saying since there's so much aggression to keep people away from coming from upstairs, we should go upstairs and see what that's about. Maybe
But
figure out
what
about.
if it's not actually upstairs? It's actually downstairs, and no one ever checks downstairs because obviously you go up.
See, my worry is that if we're doing this for the
But the downstairs
mold
might be.
mycelium,
Yeah, the mold might be in the basement.
infested.
Well, but why could it not also be upstairs?
I don't know.
We could investigate the basement, but my thoughts are it's likely going to be filled with that mold already.
We'll do that after we've went through the rest of the tower, because I think that can be our final place. And if things get iffy, then we already know it's upstairs.
And
Let's go.
also, some sort of magic is coming from the top, it seems.
Yeah.
I mean, just earlier we had the
But what if that's
light
a
in the
distraction?
lighting bolt.
Then it's a distraction, and we'll go
Because
downstairs.
again, we go upstairs. But what if it's not just a distraction, but it's like, oh yeah, let's distract people and then kill them so they don't get to go back downstairs.
Well, since he's
Everyone goes towards the dark part of the Dark Scary Wizard Tower, but nobody goes in the basement that's equally dark and scary.
well, I
in the
can
Wizard
imagine that
Tower.
nobody is able to get into the Dark Scary Wizard Tower, so I feel like it doesn't matter which way we go. Just go
Yeah,
upstairs.
that's a good point, considering that
No one can get in.
that scorched grass likely contains the remains of small animals and beings as well.
How do you feel right now, your character? Because you just watched us just completely defy what everything you thought was going to happen.
I'm gonna roll. Can
roll for
I kind of
panic
just
attack.
look down the bottom stairs? Just
Yeah.
look down. Do I need to roll?
Yeah, roll
Sorry.
me perception.
Okay.
Can
don't
I
have
do
any
the same
bonuses.
thing but looking up the stairs?
Let's just say I don't see
Yeah, actually
anything.
close
is
your
that a nat
eyes.
I was
one?
actually blinking when I
Alternatively,
looked down.
can I
so
roll the
Is
same
that is
thing
that a
for
nat
downstairs?
one?
yes.
Okay, so you look down the upstairs.
Can I look down the downstairs then?
Yeah, roll for it.
Okay.
Now on. No one gets to see.
Perception?
Yep.
That's a 13.
13.
14.
Okay. Yeah, the stairs are pretty nice. It's dark down there though.
It's dark.
Okay.
Doesn't
I have
smell
dark
great.
vision. Can I see down there?
Oh yeah, roll me perception.
I also have dark vision, do I not? Tieflings have dark vision.
Oh, well,
they
I'm
have
not
dark
seeing
vision?
it.
Oh,
I've still,
tieflings? I
I've
don't
still
know.
only gotten 11, so.
okay. Well, I mean, with dark vision, since you guys basically rolled in the same number bracket, I'll tell you the cobblestones that make up the walls of the dark tower also make up the floor in this the basement. The floors are wood everywhere else, but in the basement it's pretty clear that this is the last floor. There's nothing under it. There's some kind of moss growing on the
Yep,
floors,
we're
and
not going down there.
there's some moss.
Moss,
Not
not
mold.
mold.
And it just kind of smells like dank and musty.
Just hasn't been down there in a while.
So
Yeah.
maybe it's just a basement.
Maybe it's just a basement. Let's
Everyone
go
needs
upstairs.
one.
It could just be a stinky basement.
The rats do like to hang out there,
And
and
also,
I will
you know,
say
you
the
need
rats
a
are kind of
you need a
nice
shelter in
when
case
you
a
don't
storm
have
hits.
friends.
That too.
How many rats are you friends? We'll get to that later.
Let's go
Anyways.
upstairs.
Okay.
Come on. Let's go.
There was Jeremy. through his.
You go upstairs, and there's on the second floor. It appears to be like a bedroom of some kind. Sort of shoved against one wall is a messy-looking bed, as if someone has gotten out of bed and didn't have a chance to remake it. There are some bookshelves and a small desk outlooking a window.
Can I roll perception to see if there's anyone here?
Yes, like if you're looking for signs of life or like sounds of people upstairs, maybe, or
Yeah, essentially. I'm concerned that whoever's tower this is, they're still here.
Okay, yeah, roll for
15. What would my perception?
yeah,
16.
16. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it, but this place is, kind of. It looks lived in. I mean, the bed is. You can see an indent in the bed that seems to imply that a person has slept in it many times. The desk is kind of messy, implying again that someone has used it a lot. And by looking around in this room, you find. Yeah, this is the first one.
What is this?
It's part one of many others. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
I didn't have any other colors.
I was just handed
So
a
it's a part to something, I assume. Yeah.
I'm pretty
I
sure you can
see.
open it. Can you open it?
Yeah, does it open?
Does it open?
Can I?
Does
Try.
it? Is it?
Oh, there's a thing in it. It's a scroll. I should have seen that coming.
You shouldn't have listened to what I said, because I was about to just set it down.
We'll need this for later. Oh man. Oh, there's a lot of text on this one.
Whoa! Are you gonna read it to the class?
It's quite hard to open. There we go.
You read it to the class?
I did my best. Above table, I did my best.
All right.
Ooh.
Are you sharing this with the
Yeah.
gang? Okay.
Dearest, today is my birthday, once again. I can feel the weight of my age more and more with each day. I fear I do not have much time left, and for what? I have no achievements to my name. I've dedicated my life to this work, to no sort of avail. Alas, there's nobody to blame but myself. Had I started sooner, or worked harder, perhaps I could have made a difference. I could have really made ground on that infinite energy source I tried, or better yet, I could have saved the water genasi people.
Oh.
Their case still truly fascinated me. And I even voyaged out to their former kingdom. Although I did not encounter anything like so many sailors claim to, I could not help but feel watched. It's getting very late, today and in my life as a whole, and I think that I should be resting soon. I don't even send these letters anymore, but still, I wish you good night and sweet dreams. Signed, Ezra.
Interesting.
Well, that was weird.
That was.
What were you gonna say? You were gonna.
Oh, I was just gonna say while he's reading, can I keep watch? Because I feel like that would be a very Nolan thing to do while we're all focused on what Thomas is reading. That, someone
I don't
sneaks
know. Nolan
up
spent
and
a lot of
kills
time
us.
on these. I don't think he'd do that rest of the
That's
time.
not even true. Yeah, so the fifth member of your party is looking over your shoulder and being like, I can't even read that guy's handwriting.
Super
Not
cool.
actually. Nobody's here with you.
I was gonna say, I was like, the fifth?
Yeah, no, that's not. No, I didn't
Okay.
plan for you guys to get ambushed while reading.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Anyway, back to the game.
now.
No more metagaming. I hate that term. That's stupid. That's not even real. But
Okay. Interesting.
I'm just gonna quietly put the scroll back where I found it.
Should we not hang on to it?
Oh, I'm gonna hang on to it. I'm just gonna.
Oh, you said back where we found it, implying don't
Almost
actually
dropped it.
just sit it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll hold on to it, but put it back in the casing.
That
whatever
would have
you
been
call it.
really funny if I had just been like, yeah, that looks like a part to something. Let's just sit it down and not try and.
Trying to
Yeah,
build a trinket.
Well, I mean, it's bright purple. That doesn't scream scroll case to me, but I understand now.
and just to clarify, you did read this out loud.
Yes.
Yeah.
I read
Okay.
this to the party at large.
Okay. Does anybody know Ezra?
In real life,
Well, no, not in real
A lot
life.
of real life references today.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay. I did it too, but So you guys read this scroll, and you now know that the owner of this tower was probably named Ezra,
And dying?
And
is
dying.
dying.
If
Was
not-
dying.
Dead.
Is
Dead
it?
at this
Yeah.
point, yeah.
I'm beginning to suspect that whoever was living here might not be around anymore.
Yeah.
And if that's true,
Why
who
somebody-
knows if the key's
Or
here?
if they're in a
Right.
different form, or if that someone else is here now, or what. So,
I was gonna say if they're
That's
dead, why
true.
put up so much security if no one lives here anymore? But
well,
maybe this
it may have
place-
been security from before, and it just.
maybe.
Although
That's
if,
still
if
a lot
it's
of
magic, then it would have been dispelled
Or
when
if
that
this person
died.
was disgruntled and passed, couldn't have come back as a ghost,
But
but could have come back as
As
a
a-
revenant.
or a mold zombie
That's
as
true.
well.
That's true. I forgot those have also been plaguing the lands.
Yeah, but you said it looked like someone was in the bed recently, right?
Right.
And
I was
this
gonna
didn't
how-
show the signs that it had been like hidden for years or anything. So
Oh.
could have been written like last night.
Possibly.
Okay.
Should we keep going?
Is the cannon up here?
I think the cannon was on the second floor.
You said the
Yeah.
first floor.
Oh, did I say the cannon was on the?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Well, the cannon, yeah.
What's the canon think of all?
Sorry, I remember
Is
that.
it a sentient cannon?
Yeah, it's not real.
Oh,
Okay.
fair.
Yeah, it was an illusion.
Ah,
Oh.
gotcha.
Was not even gonna damage you.
Oh,
Intimidation tactic, real mind game.
okay.
All right. Okay, let's go. Let's keep going.
And there was nothing else in the room that we would have noticed.
Roll me a perception check.
I'm also going
Uh,
to. Wow.
I'm a bit distracted.
Get a 14.
that's a good roll.
23.
Wow.
Yep. Okay, so on the same desk that you found the first scroll, there is also a like half loaf of bread. It's been
Yeah.
somewhat eaten. However, it is moldy, and not that mold.
Yeah, just
not that
regular mold.
Regular
Oh.
bread.
Generic mold.
Yeah, it is regular generic mold, and that's
Yeah.
not much else to it.
Somewhat moldy,
So-
right? Not like completely crusted in mold.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
so,
so
it gives
there's-
us like a time frame of like.
I was gonna
A
say,
week or
yeah,
two?
it's potential that they have since passed, but it would have, yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't like a long time ago.
You also notice that it smells kind of weird up here too.
Is there a
Smells
body
kinda
up
weird.
here?
Just
Ugh,
We're probably gonna
gross.
find a dead guy.
Super cool. All right.
you guys always think it's a dead guy. Last time it was a fish druid. That's not a. Anyway.
Is that the mold? Is that the?
No,
Okay,
no,
wait, we
no.
saw the mold anyways, so this bit
You
doesn't
saw
work.
it. The
This
bit
bit
doesn't
doesn't
work.
work.
Oh
It's
yeah,
okay.
I forgot to include this in the
Right.
recap, but they blew up a sourdough starter made of people. It was large,
What a great
Large
way to describe my head.
lump.
Anyways,
Yeah.
let's continue.
Let's go up the stairs. Let's
Okay.
go.
You go up the second set of stairs, and we will see you on the third floor in the next section.
Oh, jeez. Wait, third floor?
Yeah, this was the second floor, right? Oh, I guess not the. Howdy, welcome back. You guys reached the top of the stairs, heading to the second or third floor, however you want to mention it. Because it seems like
The floor.
some of us are talking like the first floor, like the bottom floor is like lobby, and I'm thinking first floor for that one.
For me,
Isn't
the first floor is the ground floor, and
I
then you
think
go to
that's
the
a
Yeah,
first.
'cause I say-
European thing is that
It's
the
literally
first
a
floor
thing
is
in wood.
the first one
It's
up.
a thing in wood.
So is the-
and
That's
in
'cause
Martin.
it's
Yeah.
that's on a hill.
Well,
Oh my
is the
God.
stairs going down? Is that basement?
Yeah.
I would say
Okay.
basement first. We're on
First.
second now, and I
Okay.
assume there's more.
All right, we're playing the game.
Anyways.
So
Whatever.
you guys get to the top of the floor, and as you kind of start to see over the staircase, you realize that this is going to be a tight squeeze. The walls are very put together, and when you walk in, who's first?
You probably.
Probably me.
Is it you? Okay, you realize
And
that
I'm right behind
these are bookshelves that are just chock full of random parchments and scrolls and some books, but not a lot. There aren't a whole lot of people writing books these days. So there's a lot. I mean, some of them are maps, some of them are just various trinkets. There's a little statue of like a little statue of the world just holding up
Trinkets, you say?
some books.
Trinkets.
Yeah. And because of how close these shelves are, you guys are gonna have to move one by one instead of as a group now.
Gotcha.
Super cool. Love that feeling.
Yeah.
I am behind you. You're going last.
Yeah.
So
Are we still like
trinkets.
preschool holding each other?
I don't
like,
think so.
I don't think
No,
so.
we-
That
we
was so
stopped
fun.
as
Now that you guys
Okay.
are inside, yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. I didn't know if we were like still
Alright,
being
We're just holding
guys.
hands.
buddies.
We're
Holding
best
hands.
No,
friends.
yeah, so now we're single file. Yeah. Okay.
And I've got my stick gun drawn ahead. Hold on, wait.
Can
I have
I-
it with me.
Can I roll perception on like the scrolls
Sure.
that are and see if there's one that maybe looks like it's in the same sort of container as the last one?
Sure.
Look for one with a big number 2 on the side.
So that was a 1.
Why is
will
everyone
also
nat
do
one
it.
today?
I don't know, but I'm glad I got it out of my system.
Wow, never mind. Not seeing anything either. It's a 5.
Okay.
Technically, 7.
Okay, I'm also gonna roll. I might as well. That's a 5.
Wow.
But I
Weird.
dark vision.
Wow.
Is that okay?
Wow,
Can
none
I,
of us are seeing
can I
anything.
instead roll insight?
Sure. Yeah.
Would insight work?
Yeah. Go ahead.
These dice are failing me.
Not much better. I got a 14 though.
Oh. That's only for.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Yeah. So a 14 for insight. Comparing the look of the last scroll to what you are searching for, you do in fact find one on one of the first
Does it have a
shelves
big
that
number
you
2 on
pass
it?
by.
It
There you go.
does have a big number 2 on it. Wow.
Guys, they're all the same color. What else was I supposed to do?
Fair. All right.
You gonna read it in a southern accent to honor?
No, I'm not. Oh, there it goes again. You know, it's hard to unroll and unfold a paper at the same
without
time.
ripping it.
There we go. All right. This one just says dear instead of dearest. Dear, I've just awoken from the strangest dream. I began in the ground, and when I clawed myself out, I found myself in the great garden at the center of the great garden, the center tree. There was a glorious pool with fiery wisps floating above it, making it glow a radiant glow like nothing I'd ever seen before. From the pool arose a man, albeit in a very uncanny way, as if he wasn't rising at all, but rather sinking in reverse. In fact, most of his movements were strange. He moved through the air like it was water, which could be explained by something even stranger. Yeah, sorry, I thought I read that wrong. The man was a greenish blue color with sharp eyes and gills on his neck. If it weren't for their extinction, I'd think he was a water genasi. Enough about him. What's important is what he told me. He skipped all formality. I don't know his name or where he hails from, but I know he offers a cure, a life eternal. He said that if I allowed him entry to physical space in the realm of the living, in quotations, he'd share this cure with me. The rest of the dream faded, as dreams tend to do. I need to learn how to make memories of dreams stick around. If I see him again, I'd like to learn more from him. Ezra. Interesting.
What do I know about these water people?
Roll me a history check.
That's a 18. And I have a 1 in history.
Okay, so with a 19, you know that the water genasi people faced some sort of extinction a while ago, and this is something that people know about, but not a whole lot about. But as an adventurer and being from Anacone, which is sort of where they're coming from, the waters of that area, you know that it could be due to the constant earthquakes. The shaking of the underwater tectonic plates could have wiped out any sort of civilization they had. Other than that, they're just pretty mysterious, and there used to be other kind of genasi, the air genasi, but they kind of drifted away. They didn't want anything to do with the people of the planet Aurora, so they are gone.
You should roll history on the name, like Ezra or something. Just because you're something. Because you might know.
Yeah, I definitely do not know the name Ezra.
That's a 19?
Yeah, and I don't know. I'm certain I do not know it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Well, also, upon getting to this floor, you know now that the smell that you were, I almost said hearing, the smell that you were smelling on the floor below you was just a mass of parchment. Sort of an
It's like
old smell.
Yeah.
Old library smell.
Yeah. And some would say it's great, some would disagree, but
It's overpowering.
yeah, it is overpowering. Just the sheer amount of stuff on this floor. Each time you take a step, the floorboard creaks. It is overwhelmed by the amount of weight just put on this floor. But you kind of keep pressing forward, and after a few bookshelves, you realize that the room kind of opens up in the middle, and it's just the walls that are lined with more shelves. There is a strange table in the middle of this. It's a lower table, not like a dinner table or the desk on the floor below. It's almost as meant something bigger was. It almost seems as if something bigger was supposed to be put on this table and seen from eye level.
It's like a display table.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Are all the books written in the kind of common language?
Some of them are. Some of them are. They're. Do you want to?
I only know common and celestial. So.
Okay. Yeah, looking around at the spines of books and the scrolls that are clearly labeled from the shelves, there's not anything written in celestial here.
Is there any, I know, Goblin, Dwarvish, and Elvish? So.
Yes, there's quite a bit of Elvish.
Slay. What are they?
So would you? Here's what we'll do. Okay. There are 4 books on one shelf in a row, marked 1 through 4, that are in an Elvish language, and it just says the story of the king.
Okay.
Do you want to?
Kind of want to go pick it up. Should I go pick it up? Should I go pick it up? I want to go pick it up.
Okay. So you pick up the first one.
Yes.
Okay.
Imagine now I go to number 3. No, I go pick up the first one.
So
That's
you
the good parts.
you open the first book, and it says The Story of the King, Episode 0. And it seems to be a fictional tale of a fictional group of people who are on their way to find an artifact.
Sounds like a
Weird coincidence.
weird
isn't
Yeah.
it?
coincidence, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Something about fate or I don't know.
Yeah.
Destiny. Like
Can I
what we're
roll
supposed to
perception just again, kind of like trying to listen to see if there's noise coming from the floors above or anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
do? Do we know how many floors are in this tower?
Nope.
Okay.
15.
15.
Yeah.
Bang.
Okay. Yeah, so looking for signs of other life, there's not a whole lot below you or above you. There aren't any sort of strange noises that would indicate that there's a person. There does kind of seem to be a metallic creaking at the top, almost as if someone left a window open and it's clattering in the wind.
But it
And
doesn't sound like there's.
it doesn't sound like it's something a person is doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. How many floors are there?
I just asked that.
Yeah, you guys don't.
Sorry.
You guys can't tell from.
Okay.
From
Oh, I
right
asked, do we know how many floors? So.
Yeah.
Close enough, I think.
Okay. Well, guess we keep
Do
trudging.
we see the next set of stairs like going up?
Yeah.
Should we
Alright.
investigate further?
Let's keep going.
I mean, nothing deadly's come at us quite
No,
yet,
we're
which is a
alive
little
still,
bit
so
yeah.
keep
disconcerting. all
going.
things considered.
I mean, like, I would roll perception, but I don't know specifically what I'm looking for. Just generally looking around the room. If anything sticks out as out of the ordinary, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay. Oh.
I'm trying to like hasten this
10.
along.
Okay. Yeah. So
Sorry, 9.
with a 9, you kind of look around and nothing's really too weird. You're kind of walking around and you trip a little bit on the table.
Gotcha. Why did I trip on the table? Just because? Oh.
It's a low table, and
Okay.
Didn't see
So is it like
That's it.
normal height for me? Can I just like?
oh
can I,
yeah,
like,
this is
rest my
a
arm
this is
on
a
it?
feasting table for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take this home with me if nobody lives here. This is mine now.
Okay, so do you go up to it?
Yeah.
Okay. You from your level, you can kind of see that there's a thin layer of some kind of sooty substance, as if like something has gone wrong on this table.
Okay.
The wood kind of bows in the middle, as if something heavy's been on it too.
Can we, like, touch it and, like,
I'm gonna.
oh god.
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
I'm gonna do it too. I'm also gonna
Oh,
touch
no.
it.
I'm
Okay.
gonna, yeah,
That's
I'm
not a
gonna
good
like just
response
kind of like push my hand like to see if. What I was thinking in my head is like, what if this is like a secret button or something?
I'm just resting
So
my
that's
hand
what
on
I'm
the
kind of
edge
like just gently kind of like pushing down
think
on
I'm,
it or something.
doing like
Coding
a-
thought process.
Yeah,
to like see what's on it, to like look at my fingers.
yeah.
Okay.
So
So,
what am I rolling?
I don't think you're not
Dex
gonna
save.
you're not gonna roll anything.
Dex save.
This sort of sooty substance, you look at it, and it does just look like soot. However, it's soot that you've seen before.
It's mold. It's not-
There's some of it that Hared has been tracking in the entire time off the bottom of his boots.
Oh.
Oh, it's the soot from outside.
Yeah,
Oh. Wait.
So-
Okay.
you could say
Do
that.
I know that? Because
So,
I
okay,
see what he's
can
been
I-
tracking something
Yep.
behind him the whole time?
Yep.
Okay.
Can I clarify? Soot. Because we described the mold as like a soot-like looking mold. It's not the mold, right? It is actually soot.
No, we described the mold as soot whenever you guys blew it up.
That's what I was thinking it was. It was
okay.
like burnt
Yeah. Okay.
mold. That's what I
Yeah.
thought it
Oh.
was.
Oh.
All things,
Weird.
when everything burns, it looks the same.
It does
Okay,
just kind of become carbon.
I just wanted to clarify that it wasn't like
Yeah.
active mold.
So
it
I'm
was
like,
just
looking
soot.
at my hand like,
and he's been tracking it in.
I
with
assume
him.
I do not know that I've been tracking it in.
and
Not
I-
a clue.
and like,
Can we like point that out?
and like also like they haven't been tracking it in,
Nope.
just him.
Just you.
All right, I'm gonna
Just
tell
me.
you that. Like the stuff on the table's on your shoes.
It's like still on my boots.
Yeah.
So you know how you blew up a thing and there was this ominous saying like you can't run from fate?
Yeah, but that was
Yeah.
so many miles ago. You kind of assume that.
I
You
feel
know,
like
that-
this might come to
I
fruition
feel like I did run from it.
soon.
Did
It's on
you?
your boot.
It's still on you.
It was running with you.
Parts of it, almost like
Interesting.
kick them, like try and knock it off.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Okay.
I feel like I'm not
Why
quite
is it
smart
on the
enough to
table,
figure
though?
th-
I
No,
would-
like I understand what's
Can-
happening, but not quite smart enough to figure out the consequences of this.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna go
sure.
with the
I'm
flow.
sure
I,
we'll get it.
frankly, I
What were
want
you
to get
saying?
out
I
of
was
this
saying we
tower
need to
as
point out the
fast
fact
as
that
humanly
it's also
possible,
on the
or,
table.
You know,
Yeah.
tieflingly
So it's also on the
possible, or-
table. It
Exactly.
used to be
Probably
holding
possible.
something,
So
and it's the exact same soot. So something, I don't know, some weird connection occurred
You
between there
have a
and
lot
here.
to do with this, I think, because you didn't get attacked from the outside. You
Ooh.
like, I don't know. You're the only one that was able to get through alive, and you have the same soot from your shoes on this table.
Yeah, I hate to admit it, but there's something feeling a little bit familiar about all of this, although I don't like to think about it too much, because frankly it turns my stomach into knots.
Fair enough.
You know, I heard if you hold like a bottle of alcohol just really close to your nose, it'll make the nausea go away. I have one in my backpack if you want to try
You
it
have
right
one
now.
in your.
You know what? Couldn't hurt.
You know. Okay, as I literally pull it out, I'm like, is this making your nausea better?
Do I roll?
No. You can
Sure.
just decide.
This was just a fun bit. I would.
No.
Nat one.
In fact, it actually
You
makes me
throw
wanna
up
throw
instantly.
Yeah.
You throw up actually.
You throw up right now.
That's actually a fun life hack though for you guys.
Huh.
Currently holding an alcohol wipe next to your nose, so.
Okay, well let's keep going.
How old is that booze?
You know, I don't really know.
Okay, let's keep
Can't
going.
remember.
You
Concerned me.
front, go, going up the stairs.
Yep. And I guess
Yeah.
continue up.
Okay, right before you get to the staircase, you kind of kick the bottom stair and realize that your footing was off because there was a scroll on the ground.
Oh.
Scroll number not 4.
Hey, look what I found.
This is Nolan's way of saying that we should have looked harder, and so he's just.
No, it was just at the bottom of the stairs.
Oh, okay. Convenient.
Yeah, well.
That
Goodness.
made a really nice sound.
I don't know that it did.
Wheat?
It made the pop noise.
It's like when you
Yeah.
scratch.
I heard the wheat noise first.
Like the 3D stuff.
Yeah.
I was gonna say when you scratch like a
Oh
seatbelt.
boy, there's a lot,
Ooh.
lot of text. All right. So sorry about all the crinkling.
Yeah.
It's trying to curl away. Anyways. To you. After my dream, I could do no work at all. I spent the whole day in bed, trying to go back to sleep. To contact that Genasi? Maybe, man. Why waste all day with more nonsensical experiments when I can finally have help from a collaborator, especially one as interesting as him? Now, I know it may not have been just a dream, but it felt so real. On that note, I've started to develop a theory on how to retain the dreams. I simply have to navigate throughout the subconsciousness and open the gate between it and my conscious mind. The only struggle I may face is on the night in which I am unfocused on progress. I have silly dreams. I may not be able to distinguish them immediately from reality, but as a sensible man, I should hope that context would keep me from getting too lost. Perhaps I'll add some sort of failsafe, a constant thought of active in my subconscious to remind myself of home and of reality. I'll try it out tonight. Much to do, Ezra.
You don't recognize the name Ezra?
No, but there are other things that I'm starting to recognize.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
Alright. Isn't this just so fun?
Upon reading the scroll, you have nothing to do but keep going up.
So we shall.
Okay.
Okay.
You go up, and now that the walls are less narrow, are you guys walking like together, or is it still the single file line?
I think it's probably single file
Single
until we
file?
get to the top.
Okay. You get to the top of the next floor and realize that this is the top floor, as the ceilings have, or there is no ceiling except for the very top. It's a very high ceiling, and there are rows of stained glass windows, and one of those windows is open to let wind in on this very tall, ornate desk with lots of glasses and beakers and bottles and scrolls and parchment and all these things. And across from it, or I guess sort of next to it, the little sidecar to this desk, there is a large mushroom growing out of it, a full, complete specimen. Not like anything you've ever seen before, because it's always sort of mutated from your experience. You enter on the side opposite to this, and whenever you get to the top stairs, if you look around, you can see that the side in which you entered is completely coated, almost in a wallpaper of this mold.
Like the mold.
The mold, yeah.
Super cool. I'm gonna freak out a little bit.
Yeah. Ooh, that's
What the hell?
weird.
I'm just gonna dead silent, very slowly walk up to the mushroom.
Walk up to the mushroom. Okay.
I want a perception roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Wow. Never mind. Not seeing anything. That's a 2. I'm rolling really bad today.
Give it a 5. And it left. Oh no. 4.
Okay, you rolled low.
Yes.
Good. It doesn't say anything, it doesn't move, nothing happens. There is no connection between you and it, but upon looking at it, you feel a strange feeling in your stomach. A dread, almost. And you decide with this compulsion to look in the compartment under the mushroom on this little sidecar desk, to which you will find number 4.
You ever feel deja vu? Got a big hole in the middle of it. This one's not addressed to anybody. I did it. I went to sleep and awoke once more in the great garden, joined by the man. He introduced himself, and we talked for several hours, much longer than I was asleep for in reality. He showed me around. The inside of our planet is beyond gorgeous. I'm honored to live here from a distance. I saw some kind of goddess. I think she was a large purple woman with long, dark hair, and she was tending to the garden. The man told me that he and the gardener had similar jobs. I asked if he grew flowers like she did, and he laughed. He pointed to a sort of bark, or on the tree. The tree. And from it grew a mushroom, unlike any I had seen. If I could have gotten a closer look, I would have been able to draw it. But it seemed to upset the gardener that the man had done this. So we left, and he told me that she would burn it away. He said that the mushrooms were the only escape from the cycle of life and death, and that he had called me here to see them. I remembered then that he had shown me them,
The Cure,
Copy.
like the band. Yeah.
The Cure had mentioned last time. He said he'd wished he'd found them sooner, so that he could have saved his people in the realm of the living. I'm having a realization of sorts while I was reading this.
Yeah.
Which is when I could offer to let him plant some in my space, so that I could spare the rest of life on
Aurora. Yeah.
Aurora. He smiled. I remembered all of it. My method worked. It was all so real. It had to have been. I'm going to clean up a bit to make room for the new plant, and to organize my letters, which are no longer even really to you. But old habits die hard, I suppose. Ezra. I
So
might
this
not be the
person
smartest
brought-
individual,
Yeah.
but it seems to me that whatever form of omnipotent being that was met in this garden convinced him to
Bring the
mushrooms
yeah.
to our world. The same world, I suppose.
Yeah. Just from the center to here.
Now, I get the sinking suspicion that this mushroom here on the table may have quite a lot to do with the issues that we've been dealing with for the last...
Yeah, I mean, considering
Week
the
or
wall
so.
of mold over there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
I
there
think so.
anything else in the room?
There's a large mirror with a sort of crack in the corner. It's a little crooked. And then there's there's a rod coming down from the ceiling, a lightning rod.
Yeah, okay. Fair. That's it?
Pretty much.
Okay. Can I go look at the mirror?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. I'm looking at. Is there anything like weird about it?
No, you see
It's
yourself.
just a mirror. Okay. All right.
Does anyone else want to look in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, well, now that you're
Yeah.
saying that,
Ooh, that's weird. Yeah.
Okay.
you did the DM thing.
Oh,
I'm gonna
well.
go look. I'm gonna look at it now because you said that.
Okay, well, Mythicus, you see yourself. Anton, you see yourself. Zelb, you see yourself. A red gun,
Yeah.
you see yourself.
What does that mean for you? You see? Oh,
Ooh.
Do we see him?
No.
We just see your red gun.
We just see her red gun.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whee!
What do you want to do with this information? Now, tell us, what do you see exactly?
Yeah.
I see a slightly larger individual, someone not quite as frail, someone with a lot nicer clothes, but still very rugged, a lot shorter hair, not very much facial hair, probably some scruff, but generally speaking, someone who looks like they would just be any upstanding person, not like someone who's been, spent a few too many nights out in the rain. Just a very well-kempt version of myself.
Okay.
Like, well, this mirror is nothing.
So,
Okay.
okay. I feel like I have made a connection, but I don't think my character would have made that connection.
I don't
Yeah.
think
So I don't know that I'd.
Well,
Probably
you,
not.
you don't know what I see.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm just saying
just like,
again,
huh, a mirror.
above table, I feel like I have made a connection as to what might, yeah.
Because I was thinking back to when Avery died. There was like, well, didn't you hear something?
A horse, a what, yeah.
You heard a voice though, right?
Oh, yeah, I mean, I heard the voices of, assumingly, the people who have been infected by the mold.
That there was a
Yeah,
voice,
I heard
like
a
singular
specific voice,
Mhm.
yeah, as well.
But
That
also
is not
still,
the
you
connection
wouldn't-
I was making.
You still wouldn't
but
have known that, though.
No. Okay, yeah, this
Only
is
Avery
above
knows
table
that.
No, I know.
discussion.
I
The
did the head
connection,
thing.
yeah, connection I am making is that you are Ezra, and that
I'm making.
the past you brought the mold into this world.
I feel like I don't know if my character make that connection,
Maybe.
but I feel like it.
again,
a
my
little bit.
character wouldn't
I
because
feel
my
like a little
character
bit.
doesn't know
I feel like
Red,
with the book
but
about like having the same thing happening, like the.
Oh, but that book was fictional.
I know it was fictional, not
Really?
real.
fictional.
And then also all
yeah.
these scrolls, and we're hearing all of this, and then with the connection that you weren't affected by anything, and you have the same front stood from your shoes on the table, and all of this stuff wraps around. I have like a inkling. I don't have like an obvious thing. I'm like,
We're lighting the mushroom on fire, right? That's what we've done. That's probably what we should do.
are we? I think so, Bill.
I
Well-
would say that's probably a good idea.
The only one that can do
Well,
that is
the only person who can do that
is
is her red
you.
gun. How about you gonna ask him to do that?
Yeah. Can you? I mean,
because like maybe it'll get rid of the
that's
rest of them.
yeah, especially if we're getting into the like if there's a hive mind type thing. I feel like lighting up this mushroom would kind of get rid of all the other mushrooms.
I'm still just looking at myself in the mirror. I don't say anything.
Okay.
I don't know what to say.
I mean, you're not gonna let mushroom on fire?
I
I mean, even if it doesn't get rid of the rest of it, I feel like it'd still probably be good to eliminate the mold.
And
Oh.
still silence.
okay.
At this point, I'm gonna kind of lay a hand on his shoulder and be like,
I'll like
It's-
jump.
yeah, I'm gonna say,
Dude.
it's time. And
It's time.
because I've been kind of listening to those who like, hey, we gotta destroy this thing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna kind of like slightly push you
You're a little bit more
in the
empathetic
direction
about it.
and just away from the mirror,
Gentler.
and just kind of this
Gotta
is
get
your
rid of it.
duty now. To
I'm gonna turn around from the mirror and just like very slowly walk throughout the room, just kind of looking at every little detail and seeing what makes sense, seeing what feels real.
Okay.
Do I notice anything else in the room?
Yeah, the intricate grooves in the wood look familiar, as if you've stared at them 1,000 times. As you pass the window, the sweet smell of the trees this time of year catches in your nose, and you recognize it. It looks like home, it smells like home, it feels like home. This place is so familiar to you, but so far away, as if home is a word on the tip of your tongue that you cannot quite capture.
Am I Ezra? I asked to the party, but mostly to myself.
Yeah. I mean, no. Have you been
I
here
can't
before?
be.
Well,
But how?
well,
And it's like
I mean-
so many things like almost make sense, but I can't push my mind to accept what I think I'm looking at. Like I'm in shock essentially.
uh-huh.
You know, just as a professional courtesy, I may be able to put a few pieces together before you go.
What?
So who just said that?
You
Sorry,
look
who
and
just said that?
you look to where the voice emanated from, and you see a person, a shape of a larger man, a familiar-looking man, emerging from the wall.
Do all of us see this?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no. Oh, is it
the guy?
the bad man?
It could be.
I would say it's probably
he
the
could be good.
Typically, good people don't just ominously
What are you
emerge
gonna
from
pull
the
out of
wall.
that bag?
Was his
And you
name?
know-
What is in your bag of tricks,
It was,
Nolan?
it was
What is in your
Fontaine.
bag of tricks,
Fontaine.
Nolan?
Fontaine. Yeah.
Fontaine?
Fontaine.
And you know, just again, as a kindness, this
It's
may
red?
put some things together.
Ooh.
It's red.
And those things will be put together in the next section. See ya. Welcome back. The four of you stand in horror as the man you recognize to be Fontaine at this point has entered the room through forcing himself out of a wall. He tossed a scroll to her red gun. This is the scroll, by the way.
How do I know that you didn't manufacture all of this?
I don't think that's a question you should be asking me. I think that you do already know, and asking it sort of proves you're looking for an escape.
Holy shit.
This is his specialty, monologuing.
I guess I'll just open it then.
Well, this is happening.
I
I'm
can
gonna
wait.
like ready my dagger.
Okay.
Just to hold it in my hand.
Oh, we got two. Should I do one of them first?
Do this one here.
Today is a glorious day indeed. We had one last conversation with the man, which he gave me from. Can I restart?
Yeah.
Goodness. Tick, tick. Today is a glorious day indeed. I had one last conversation with the man, in which he gave me some instruction. He said that when our conversation ended, I was to wake up and see that it had all been real. But lo and behold, it was. It grew from my desk. It looks exactly as it did in my dream. I did a quick study of it, as you can see. He then told me that his cure was highly experimental and that he had a different version of it to give to me. A more tried and true version. I asked why everyone couldn't get that one, and he told me that my mind had uniquely opened and fit a certain criteria necessary. I would normally object to such special treatment, but in my current state, how could I say no to a life anew? Upon his request, I will now return to him and accept his generous gift. I'll write again soon, Ezra.
Kind words. I truly do appreciate it. I'm humbled, really. Any of this ringing any bells yet?
I'm sorry, did you just say that you were humbled?
Well, yes, of course. You wrote all those nice things about me, my generous gifts, and the other things.
That's right.
Again, I just gotta say, holy shit. All right. Should I
Can't
open the?
say that on PBS.
No, that one's fine. That one's fine.
JK.
Should I open this one then?
I would. You know, just a testament to your own craftsmanship. I don't know if you still do stuff like this.
I don't know how to. I may need your help. Hold up.
Yeah.
What is that? Juvent says Elvish word for youth.
Yeah.
And they're drawing him. Juvent. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and then it's got drawing. Hard, spiky tops, creamy white color. After my week of strange dreams, this strange mold began to grow from the wood on my table, as if it was eager to be examined. Next to it was a rat I'd used in a prior experiment, dead. But when the mold touched it, it sprang back to life. That man was right. Oh, I know. He had lived up to his... Ah, I understand. I apologize. Bad handwriting, apparently.
Wow.
No, it's true. I was frantic writing this.
Yeah, no, it works. It looks very good. That man was right. He had lived up to his end of the deal. More experiments is surely in order. So far, so good. Pleasure doing business, Fontaine.
Well, that sentiment
Signed,
is very much shared. Pleasure doing business with you as well. I'm sorry about the rat that got downstairs and then he blew it up on that little weird table, but you know, things happen.
Now, I don't know who you think you told about all this. I don't know who you think I am, but clearly I am not that same person.
Well, it's such a shame to see such a bright mind be so foolish. I know, I can see it in your eyes. I can see that your eyes have seen themselves. I know that you know. And, you know, if I felt as guilty as you do now, I would probably be running from it too. But as you know, running doesn't really work for you.
Am I allowed to just sock him in the jaw?
Of course, roll a hit.
Well, be careful touching him. Yikes.
That was an unfortunate roll. I'm gonna assume what, plus strength?
Yeah, sure.
5.
Okay. Yeah, you roll, you did roll. You swing at him and his head retreats into his torso before growing back.
Ew.
That's horrific.
Okay.
This is not how you used to do business. What happened to you?
I don't know, but apparently you know a lot more than I do, so I'd really appreciate some answers.
Okay, straight answers.
Straight answers.
All right. Well, You signed one of your letters, I believe, with the term "sweet dreams." Have your dreams been sweet, Red gun? I know you slept for quite a while after our first altercation. That was my gift to you. Your life anew as a big, strong cowboy, a hired gun. And, all you had to do was not wake up. But I suppose the dream turned you into a little more selfish of a person than you once were.
Given the circumstance of the dream, I didn't have a chance to wake up.
Well,
Didn't have a choice.
There it is. The dream. I gotcha.
I'm gonna get right up in his face. You did this to me. What did you do?
You did this to yourself. You agreed to have life anew. This is the cure that you were supposed to have. You were frail. You were sick. I don't know if you know this, but you are very old. Wizards age slowly, I suppose. Got kind of magic, aging cream, whatever. You needed an escape, and I gave it to you. A new life as a galloping Lone Ranger type fella.
I'm supposed to take that as just a, run-of-the-mill deal with the devil and just take that at face value?
The devil? That is so unfair and unkind. Do you know how many...
Unkind, but it is accurate. It's the devils who are the ones who twist their words and give them what they want, but not what they asked for.
Yeah, well, devil may be appropriate. I'm doing what I can for the people of Aurora, and, I did what I could for you, too. But, you gave up on your end of the bargain, and look around. I've held up mine.
You're killing hundreds, thousands, maybe millions of people.
Killing them? I'm stopping them from dying ever. Death is not a thought to them. There's those who live and die in this cycle. Live, die, live, die. What's the point? I created something outside the cycle of death, a decomposer. You are now adjacent to living. You are now adjacent to dying. All of these people I have given such a great gift to, and you are so ungrateful.
The point of it is to live, something I have done more than once at this rate, so I would really appreciate if you stopped cutting other people's chance short.
If I wanted, if I thought that it was worth it, as you say, then I suppose I wouldn't have done what I did. But that just proves that we are on two sides of this coin. None of my people had the chance to live as you do. You had two whole lives, and mine, my people, the people that I loved and held so dear to me, had all of theirs cut so short by ignorance. I came out of the waters. This ocean that baptized me in ignorance. I became anew. I became the fountain of youth for all of these people. I've given them so much life, and I just wish I could have done it sooner to save the people I truly care about. To say that living is worth it, or to say that dying is worth it to live is foolish. Because now, I'm just living. There is no dying. You have to understand what I'm getting at. What I've gotten at, I mean, if you look around.
You want me to understand, then explain it very carefully. I have some questions for you then. You claim people are living under your control?
Yeah, well...
What kind of life is that?
Well, I use living as because it's an easily translatable term for you. You define life as something with an end. I define life as unending. And so I use your word, but what I have given these people is a life beyond life. I sort of don't have the greatest word for it except for jouvence, youth. That's what I've given these people. That's what you gave these people, if you remember right.
Explain to me this. Why don't I remember?
Well,
you put me in my trance. I lived out my other life. Why do I only remember that?
Well, I'm not sure. Are you just a very vivid dreamer or something? But you were only asleep for about a week.
Does anyone else like to chime in?
Oh, yeah, so I was gonna, while this was kind of going on, I was gonna cast invisibility on myself and then go slash his throat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Slash your
Yeah,
thigh,
he's
but
he's
if
very very focused on
Yeah.
Hared at this point.
Or
He's
maybe
sort
just
of-
like again, general kind of do
Yeah.
damage to him of some kind with my
Yeah.
dagger.
Well, his frantic state, as you can tell
Mm-hmm.
by his rambling, he is enraged. He wants Hared or Ezra to fully understand the weight of his actions, the
Mm-hmm.
weight of their deal. There is nothing else that he can focus on, at least
Yeah.
not this version of him. You turn invisible, and
Mm-hmm.
you go up and you slash his neck, right?
You attempt to, yeah.
Okay. His head falls onto the ground, and from his torso, a new one. From the head begins to sprout another body.
Oh no.
Ooh.
That's
That's
unideal.
not good.
Some of the mold from the wall has to crawl over, slithering like a
Alright, so
snake.
for context, let's not do that. Because I don't want any more than we already have.
Fair.
Ha! Cool. Yay.
Okay.
Okay.
With that, I'm gonna run. At least to like the back of the room. Yeah, away.
Okay. Well, unfortunately for you, the body that is now slowly growing does have an arm, and with it, it tries to trip you. Roll me a dex save.
18.
Okay, it works. You
Yeah.
hurdle the arm,
Yeah.
so you're fine.
Okay. Yeah.
But with the arm, it kind of props itself up and looks at you with wrath in its eyes,
Yeah.
as much wrath as it can muster, being made of, plant-like material.
Yeah. Okay. That's all I'm gonna do,
Okay.
I guess.
You keep letting other people meddle with our plan.
Do you ever think to give other people the same same choice you gave me? Or are you just allowing your little experiment to run wild all over our world and let whatever consequences of that action play out just the way that you so-called intended to?
Well, if we're gonna get technical with it, my experiment isn't the one running wild. He's actually standing right before me. The perfected version is alive and well, doing exactly what I intended it to do, thriving.
At this point, I'm going to start approaching Red, and during all this, I've been kind of slowly, at the beginning, putting together the pieces that you may have been the person here, and throughout so many years of trying to bring people to the tower, watching them die, bringing people to the tower, watching them die, bringing the commander of the army I used to fight for here, watching him die, and it's all starting to come together that all those deaths and the ones happening today are because of you. And I'm going to approach and just kind of stick a finger right in your chest and press it down and go, "This is your fault." You didn't have to see all those good men die. You didn't have to bring them here and feel that guilt. This is your fault.
Just gonna push Anton away, but
I'm
not say
glad.
anything.
And then,
I'm glad someone's catching on.
and then I'm gonna push back in, and then you bring us here, an innocent. You watched a friend die, and you still brought us here.
I didn't know.
Well, in my business partner's defense, he was looking for one of these, and he kind of holds his hand up, and it molds into the shape of a key, just sort of taunting.
Upon him doing that, I'm going to quick draw out the marshal's law and try and shoot off his whole arm that's holding it.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's gonna fall
Roll the
to
hit with
ground
advantage.
water. If it's not fire, it's not gonna do anything.
Well, it might shoot the hand off though.
God, okay.
With
I'm not,
advantage.
With advantage.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Don't roll on the thing.
I'm not rolling on that because it's killing me. Okay, so I actually managed to roll worse.
What is that?
So the highest roll I got was a 4
Plus.
Plus.
It's a +7 to hit, isn't it?
Oh, I
Yeah.
forgot it's cracked. Yes, it is a +7 hit.
Plus
So
7
it's gonna be
hit.
13.
Okay, sure. Yeah, that'll hit. You pull the trigger of the Marshal's Law, and a gunshot rings out from the ceiling as you see a bullet fairly rip from the top of Fontaine's arm into the barrel of your gun. He's gonna look at the wound and just go, well, okay. And then the wound is going to grow back. But upon growing back, you can see that a small mass of his torso has shrunk away to fill the gap.
So there's a limited
Yeah.
amount of him.
Yeah, but there's also a bunch on the wall.
If
Cut
you
him off
can
from the
get to
wall.
it, yeah.
I guess.
If
but
you could destroy the wall, maybe.
maybe if you
with
maybe if
fire.
you fireball the entire building, we'll be okay.
I think the problem with that is we're inside the building.
At this point,
How big is this room? Like,
Big enough.
big enough that he could cast a fireball against the wall and not hit us?
Yeah, if you guys pressed your backs against the other
we'll do
end.
that. Let's go.
No, let's literally do that.
I'm grabbing him
right now.
He's in the mood.
please.
I'm grabbing your pant leg, and I'm like, let's go. We're backing up.
I'm already like,
I'm joining you back
Yeah,
there.
you're
Like,
like
you
the
have
stairs,
issues.
like,
We don't have time for
what's going
emotions right now.
on?
We have to figure something out. Do the thing.
So
it.
Fontaine is he like up against this wall?
No, he stepped out sort of towards the center he stepped out sort of towards the center to reach you.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I suppose I'll conjure up a fireball and try and blow that whole wall up.
Okay. So Fontaine ducks as he sees what you are doing. He recognizes the raising of your stick pistol as he has seen it through the eyes of all of his drones. The first being that small innocent rat that you disintegrated upon its zombification. He knows what to do. He ducks, and the fireball flies straight past him, and it melts away at most of the joints on the wall. However, in doing this, as the smoke clears and the floor gets covered with soot, it reveals a portrait in a mural of oil showing you in Ezra's clothes, holding a feather and quill with scientific equipment behind them. You recognize this as it's a piece commissioned by at the time, the king's royal painter.
I just kind of get caught up in the moment looking at it and just, I don't know, get distracted from everything else that's going on.
Okay. Fontaine, kind of crawling, getting back up, he turns to look at it and goes, well, if I would have known it was that good, I wouldn't have chosen that to be the wall that I hung out on, but it's a nice painting, isn't it? Self-portrait or something?
A self.
So, that's what you're going with, huh? Well,
Look, you can taunt me all you want, but at the end of the day, I don't know who I was. All I know is the man that I chose to be now. The one that prefers to be the good guy in all of this. The one that prefers to try and undo my screw-up of allowing you into our world. Whether anyone choose to believe that I'm doing the right thing, I will leave that to each individual person, unlike the choice that you have so unkindly removed from so many innocent people.
yeah, well, I suppose that this business dealing isn't going to be as cordial as I had hoped. You know, when I encountered you earlier, I just let it be. I knew you wouldn't recognize me, but now it seems that leaving you be is off the table. You said that you regret putting me into this world. I assume that means you're going to try and take me out.
I'll do my damnedest.
Yeah, well, it'll be an honor. Everyone roll me initiative.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, 10 minutes to get through initiative.
My
Wow.
dice is left. You see what that is?
The 12.
I got an 8.
plus 2, 14.
Wow.
I also got a 14.
My dice are not doing very well today.
My dex is higher, so I got a plus 4 to dex.
Okay. So, upon seeing you guys get battle-ready faces, Fontaine smirks and bows. He's giving you a head start.
You're the only one that has anything that can go against it. I don't have anything.
Who's up first?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, you guys just rolled.
Well, also you have to consider
Yeah.
that while fire may like deal with this stuff really easily, we know that cutting it away, even with a non-fire thing, will
Yeah.
still remove
So,
material
Assuming
from
he
him.
can't get back to
So,
the rest
What's
of
the
it.
status of the second one? The second body?
Oh, he's just chilling. He's just been backing
Is it
up
like-
Fontaine.
Did he not get
So he's
blown
also
up in
there?
that fireball?
No, he ducked as well.
Okay.
There are two of them on
Yeah,
the
that
field.
is hive mind.
I'll put him down as well.
What was your initiative?
Okay, so I'd like to clear up something you mentioned earlier. You said, the experiment is before me. But I've perfected it, and it's off in the world. What was that in reference to?
You said you mentioned a perfected cure. Oh, yeah. In your letter, you mentioned perfected cure and an experimental one. The perfected cure was Juval's. You were the experiment all along.
Okay, that's what I thought.
So
But I
does he
wanted to
have
make sure.
the shrooms in him?
No.
No,
Okay.
not infected. I think
No.
that it's essentially
His cure is just was supposed to be the one that
The sleep?
did well.
Yeah.
living a whole
You just
life
tried to
was
remake
the
it?
life I knew. That
You
was
tried to
the
remake it and you did it wrong.
So is all of the people, and this is something that I was trying to get at, but I didn't know how to properly ask it. All of the people who get absorbed by this, are they living similar, like, for lack of a better term, like hallucinogenic lives in their head?
Sort of and sort of not.
Okay.
We'll figure that out at some point.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I'm just gonna cast Dissonant Whispers. Yeah. A wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
Your DC is 16.
That'll do it.
Okay.
He passes.
He passes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I was referencing my own number.
Okay, you still take half as much
Yep.
damage. Yeah. Because I'm assuming he's not deafened.
Okay.
Do you have
All
a
right.
6?
Who's up?
Do I not do
think it's-
damage?
Oh yeah. No. Roll for damage. Sorry.
Oh.
I totally just neglected that.
I was like,
You
shit,
should-
I can't do anything.
No, my fault.
6, 7,
9.
9, yeah.
Okay, 9 damage.
9 psychic damage.
Psychic damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Very interesting. The little bits of mycelium still on the wall and the second copy of Fontaine sort of shiver and flinch back upon taking the psychic damage.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I think that's. Yeah.
Do you want to move it all?
No, because I don't want to move closer. And I don't exactly want to leave, I guess.
What I want to do anyway.
I'll do I'm gonna do the Mantle of Inspiration. It's a bonus action to give a wondrous appearance to creatures I choose within range, which is 60 feet. So I'm gonna choose us, and we gain 8 temporary hit points. For let me look it up and I'll clarify how long that lasts. But
Okay.
yeah. So we all have 8
Plus
temporary
4.
hit points.
Or
Yeah.
plus 8. Yeah. Okay. And next in initiative is you, correct? You have the same, but
Yes.
they had a higher dex. Okay.
Yep. So yeah, I'm gonna try something new. I'm gonna take a ever so slight step back just to get a little bit more out of his way, and then I'm going to cast Scorching Ray.
Okay.
Do I need to roll to hit?
What does the spell say?
I don't know. That's all that it says. Scorching Ray, 2d6 fire.
Okay.
So that's going to be a 23.
Okay. Yeah, that'll do it.
And
Now allow
that
it.
is 2d6 fire, and again, I'm just gonna try and light the whole place. Well, specifically the two of them, and hit them.
Yeah, first one would have hit.
Okay, then I will continue.
And
Yeah.
is it, which one was the first ray?
I'll go for Fontaine first.
Big guy? Okay.
Yeah, main Fontaine, not fake Fontaine.
Okay. Well,
Well, 11 plus 7, 18.
yeah, that,
And, man, finally, some good rolls. And that'll be a 21.
yeah, that'll hit.
All right, so the first roll is going to do how much damage? Please be good. Not bad. 7,
Okay.
8, 7.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do 2 shots to Fontaine and 1 to the copy.
Okay. So the main Fontaine takes these hits and sort of cowers back. He lands on his knee as he is being melted away. However, the remaining, as you hit him sort of in his upper area, the remaining Jouvence that was making him up now migrates to the second one.
Gotcha. So he's essentially
Merging.
merged, yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
And he looks at you, who have just decimated him. You know, you've gotten a lot stronger since the last time I saw you. I remember it was barely fire bolts. But that's impressive. You know, I may need to call in some backup. And he kind of just looks upward for a second and looks back down. Well, all right, they're on their way.
Oh no.
Who's next?
I think it's me.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Shatter, I think.
All right.
I got him. And nobody's within 10 feet of him, right? We're all
Nope.
backed up. Cool. My brain's blanking on what I'm supposed to do. You need to make a con save.
Okay.
I believe that's my spell save DC.
Ooh. Yeah, I rolled pretty high.
Okay, well, you still take half as much damage.
Okay, I'll take half.
Yeah. Well, let's roll it. Oh. 17 and a half? Split 17 and a half?
Okay, 8.5. So he takes that damage, and a hole opens in the center of his stomach. It sort of drips down as this happens. The almost worm size and worm-like entrails of this mold. But he this extra mass that he just got from his copy now begins to fill that void. But he looks a little skinnier than before.
Alright, and you are the last of the 4 of us to go.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, my damage is all going to be slash kind of stuff. So what I might do
Don't
is
cut anything off.
yeah. So what I might do instead is I might just go up to where Red is and just get ready in case I want to heal. But I don't want to cause further issues by just slicing off.
But also, it can't just regrow from nothing.
Right,
So
like,
we
we've
got rid
already
of you,
destroyed
like,
so much of the
if you wanted
material.
to, like, slice
the
off-
arm.
Yeah.
Or you can slice across his chest so nothing really comes
Yeah,
off.
because again,
Okay.
it's like it's slowly eating away at himself to regrow,
Yeah.
you know, things.
That's up to you.
Okay. How close is he? Like,
I think you're close enough
that
you can
like-
reach him.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think
with
he
your
was very
movement, you
far.
can get up to him.
Okay.
But then you'd be up in his melee
Yeah.
range. So I have to do that right now. Because he's about to go after you.
Yeah.
So
Honestly, I might just still stick here for
Okay.
now and just stay by gun. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
As you make your footsteps, the armor clangs on the cobblestones. It's a loud noise, but there's a louder one, almost in tune with your footsteps. It's strange, just the harmony between these things. But you recognize the noise, and you recognize the rate at which is happening. You heard it once about a week ago. This is strange for it to something you've never heard before, but heard earlier, and now it's back. The air pressure in the top of the tower is changing as the air space is now shared. If you look out the window, you will see this, which has been on the side of the the entire time,
no.
slowly and slowly approaching you.
Wait, is that just the guy?
Well,
Hopefully, maybe
you know,
not.
I need some kind of help. You guys were gonna destroy me if it was just all this was all I had left. I had to call in one of my friends.
Is this the same dragon that
Oh,
we
is this one
encountered?
of the ones? Do we know this dragon?
Well, he is in control of it, if that helps.
I was gonna say either way, it doesn't really matter if he's controlling it. It doesn't matter if it's the same dragon.
Right, but-
'cause-
I know, but I have like a bunch of dragon feathers with me. I don't know, maybe it can be like, this is from you. Do you remember
Yeah.
this?
Well, I think the problem is that when we encountered the dragon the first time, it was still
It was
infected, but it was still alive. And now it's, I assume, completely controlled by Fontaine.
Yeah, if he's in control of it again, that does little for us, because that shows that we can't really do anything about it.
And as the dragon arrives, it crashes into the tower, almost destroying the wall and entering the room. You lock eyes with the dragon. These eyes are glazed over. They don't see you, but you see it and you recognize it. You get a almost perverted version of the warm feeling that you got before. It's instead of feeling like a home, it feels like hell. And we will fight this dragon in the next session. Thank you all so much for watching. We will see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Who am I?
Oh my god.